Imagine a world on the brink, not just of chaos, but of a fundamental reordering of reality. A psionic storm, born from the deepest, most conflicted corners of two legendary minds, Professor Charles Xavier and Magneto, had coalesced into a single terrifying entity, Onslaught. It pulsed with power, its will absolute, its hunger for more insatiable. And in its sights, it found a target of immense, untapped potential, the Incredible Hulk. Onslaught, in its cruel genius, saw not just a rampaging monster, but a weapon, a force of pure, untamed destruction, if only it could be refined. And so, with an unimaginable exertion of psionic energy, it tore them apart, not just metaphorically, but truly, fundamentally. The very essence of Bruce Banner, brilliant, conflicted, burdened, was ripped away from the Green Goliath. It was a moment of profound, painful surgery on the very fabric of a hero's being. What remained of Bruce Banner was purely human. No green skin, no thunderous might, no latent rage bubbling beneath the surface. He was simply Bruce, brilliant, yes, but also vulnerable, powerless, and utterly exposed. The burden of the Hulk was lifted, certainly, but so too was his incredible, albeit chaotic, protection. For the first time, Bruce Banner stood entirely on his own, a mere mortal in a world of titans. It was an unsettling freedom, a silence where there had always been a roar. And the Hulk? He was a creature of pure, unadulterated rage, mindless, savage, a primal force stripped of all intellect, all guidance, all the internal struggle that had always, however imperfectly, defined his monstrous strength. The consciousness of Bruce Banner, the anchor that kept the beast from becoming an absolute, unending engine of destruction, was gone. What Onslaught unleashed was not just a powerful being, but a force of nature devoid of any moral compass, any flicker of humanity. The very thing that made the Hulk, in his own way, a complex character, had been violently extracted. In this transformed state, Bruce Banner found himself facing the very entity that had unmade him. He was among the assembled heroes, standing shoulder to shoulder with Earth's mightiest, all seemingly powerless against Onslaught's overwhelming might. And in that moment, something profound happened. Stripped of his gamma-field alter ego, Bruce Banner, the man, stepped forward. He wasn't compelled by rage, but by a quiet, unwavering conviction. He saw the threat, he understood the cost, and he chose to act. His sacrifice, alongside many other heroes who seemingly perished to defeat Onslaught, was not an act of strength, but an act of profound selflessness. It was Bruce Banner, the brilliant mind, the compassionate soul, who gave everything, proving his heroism wasn't dependent on the Hulk's muscles, but on his own intrinsic moral fortitude. It was a testament to the man he truly was, independent of his monstrous shadow. Meanwhile, the purely savage Hulk, a roaring, rampaging behemoth, was left loose upon the world. He was a weapon, just as Onslaught had intended, but one without direction or loyalty, an engine of destruction following only its basest instincts. The world now had to contend with a Hulk who couldn't be reasoned with, who felt no remorse, who was simply a force. There was no Bruce Banner to rein him in, to temper his blows, or to guide his destructive power towards a semblance of justice. This was the stark contrast to Banner's measured heroism, uncontrolled power versus quiet, deliberate sacrifice. It showed us the terrifying potential of the Hulk, unburdened by conscience. This epic separation, orchestrated by Onslaught, was more than just a plot point. It was a profound exploration into the fundamental nature of the Hulk and Bruce Banner's relationship. It starkly revealed that they were never truly separate entities to begin with, but rather two incomplete halves of a single, incredibly complex being. Each, in their fragmented state, was diminished. Banner, without the Hulk's power, was vulnerable, yet free from the constant internal war. The Hulk, without Banner's intellect, was limitless in might, yet terrifyingly mindless. They were two sides of the same coin, each defining and completing the other, even in their perpetual conflict. This storyline showed us unequivocally that the true Incredible Hulk was not just the green behemoth, nor simply the brilliant scientist, but the intricate, often painful interplay between them. It challenged our understanding of identity, power, and what truly makes a hero. The Onslaught storyline stands as a stark reminder of this essential truth. It was a crucible that refined our understanding of one of Marvel's most enduring characters, revealing the delicate balance that held their very existence together. What are your thoughts on this pivotal moment in Hulk's history? Did Banner's sacrifice resonate with you, or was the image of a truly mindless Hulk more impactful? We'd love to hear your perspectives in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into Marvel's past, please consider subscribing for more deep dives and thoughtful discussions. Thank you for listening.